Hello, friends, and welcome to Pony Plays Card Games. I'm your pony, and today I am so incredibly excited to be bringing you my first booster box unboxing for the first booster box to the new My Little Pony card game from Kayou. This looks so good. It just arrived in the mail. Look at all the different artworks they've got there. Oh my gosh, that is so cute. Look at Pinkie Pie all dressed for an adventure and Twilight looking pretty tired from her. Those outfits are amazing. The artwork is so sweet. That looks awesome. So we've got a little rarity guide on the back. So it says there's 191 cards that come in the set. You got 12 CRs, 12 GRs, 14 SRs. I might not read all that out, but you can see there what's... When that focuses in, there we go, you can see what is available. And down there, you've got with those little diamondy symbols after it, I think those are meant to be the shinies, like the Pokemon alternate coloration, old art kind of cards. So that'd be pretty cool. And then this is the bottom of the box. You've got different warnings and logos. And just here's actually a guide to what comes in the booster. So there's 20 packs in this box. There's 5 cards per pack, plus some sort of paper slip, it looks like that's saying. And 7 out of the 20, it looks like, are going to have 2 commons, 2 uncommons / SPRs, and 1 emerald rare in 7 of the packs, and 13 of the packs is 2 commons, 2 uncommons, and then one of a range of rarity, including those shiny ones, which should be cool. So having 7 of the packs having emerald rares as the rare slot is going to be interesting, because from what we've seen, emerald rares are the scene cards. So they're kind of like your lands or your magic stones from Force of Will, but they're actually really cool. And if we get new characters that can be inspired by our scene cards, then that would be awesome to have some new scene cards that work with specific characters too. So we will see what we've got. I've got my scissors here. Really cute scissors. Let's crack into this. I might not even need scissors, actually. Yeah, there we go. We can crack into this by hand. There we go. I love the foil on the box. The Kayou boxes, they're just so nice. So let's see how this is attached. It looks like we're gonna have to just pop it up from the base there. Yep, there we go. So I'm really glad that I did not damage that. And then there's a fold lid, and it's got underneath there's like a black and white of the picture, which is cool. I'm so tempted not to fold that, but I will fold that because that'll make for a really neat display there. And then there's the wings, and here are our booster packs. Awesome. Look at that. They've got like a punch out to be able to hang on a hanger. There's like a massive top part to that booster pack. There's on the back, let's see. Is that even like size guides? And there's your rarity guide again. Alright. So let's crack into one. Ooh, so excited for this. And they are still that really nice, thick, quality booster pack wrapper. Okay, so this is the paper card, it looks like, that's at the front. Yep, so there's like a QR code on the back that we can scan. I don't know what these do. I'll have to find that out later. Ooh, look at that. That is the Golden Oak Library in glorious full color and textures. This is one of the Ruby Rare cards. Is it? It is. It's a shiny Ruby Rare that's got that little diamond symbol down there. So this is what you're looking for when it comes to the shinies. So they've got the full color, the amazing texturing. Wow. Because we got the black and white, or like the monochrome variants. Look at that. Foil rimming the whole building. Gee, that is cool. And they'll have, yep, the same back. And here we got a silver rare. That's nice. So that'd be in place of one of the uncommons in the pack. Sweet. That is cool and Aloysius. Oh, the hot sauce. That was from the first episode where Twilight mistook it for a drink. Then an apple bloom. Ooh. And that there would be where they just planted Bloomberg up in Appaloosa. I literally just watched this episode this morning. That is cool. So this one here is a story card, and it's the 4th stage of the story, so that's nice that we'll be able to collect some new stories to play through in the booster packs. And the story cards have got a description of what's actually happening in the story on the back. So this is the last one that would say when you reach the stage, you win the game. That is cool. Awesome. And those will come in the common slot, which is nice, because it'll mean that you can actually then reasonably get them. If you're getting 2 commons each pack, you'll be able to find each of the parts to the story. Here we go. So maybe we'll flick through from the back this time, even though the backs can sometimes give it away if it's a story card, but we'll leave the rares to the front, huh? Ooh, look at that. It's Gilda. Well, that is nice. I love the stars on the cloud and sky background. That's really cool. It's a nice picture of Gilda, too. They do some good art for these. Then, a Pinkie Pie. That is sweet. I like the star just up in the type symbol too. I think they're random where the stars actually get put. So, that is a sweet one. And we've got Uncommon Fluttershy. So this one's got the textured foiling to it. And it's very big too. There's a nice catch in the rainbowiness to the foil. That's a strong Fluttershy. Ooh, and a silver rare Twilight Sparkle with a plan ability there. So this one, when it gets interrupted as a plan, you get to use that effect. Look at the artwork there. That is really cute. Love that. And then we've got a scene card here, which looks like Cloudsdale. That's lovely blue foiling. Very nice. That's what your standard emerald rare looks like in comparison to the shiny emerald rares, which have the full color then. There we go. So that would be one of our 7 packs that comes with the emerald rare, and that would be one of the 13s that comes with the non-emerald rare or a shiny emerald rare. Go, pack number 3. And there's a story card. Yeah, there's stage 3 of the Appaloosa saga going on there. The Over a Barrel episode. So now I've got stage 3 and stage 4. Then we have Scootaloo. Awesome. An event card. Sorry, should say event card. That is Fluttershy caring for Philomena. And then there's another scene card. That one, that was goodness, Rarity absolutely loves this place and started her shop there. Manhattan, that was it. This would have to be Manhattan, I'd be guessing, based on that bridge there. I'll double check that soon. That'll be cool. Then what is the face card of this? Oh, wow. A gold rare Rarity. Look at that. That is stunningly foiled. Let's see if I can catch all of what's gone on in there. Wow. That is beautiful. And that's got the gold filigree kind of rim to it. All of the numbers are really clear on it too, which is nice. And the artwork is beautiful. Very cool. So we still got an emerald rare in that pack as well, but in one of the uncommon slots. I wonder... Yeah, okay, so Manhattan is a new scene card that can inspire Rarity. Makes perfect sense. Manhattan is quite the inspiration for Rarity. I may go this one from the front this time. So let's see. There is a scene card. That looks like Twilight Sparkle's home in Canterlot. Cool. So be able to play a bunch of different locations that you want to in your scene deck that all still support the main 6. So you can build your deck with a bit of variety to it. There's an Applejack as an uncommon. A Spike. He looks like he says, on play, discard a card and draw a card. Which is cool as a 1 cost. So it'll help you get through your deck a bit faster. Ooh. Here is a new story card. That was when Pinkie Pie was interrogating Spike because she thought that her friends didn't want to be her friends anymore, and he was ready to say anything, so just agreed with her, and she got rather depressed. That's a stage 3 of it as well. And Silver Spoon at the Quinceañera, it looks like, with the outfit. Nice. Oh my goodness. That has... My camera's not flipped around. No, I just looked over. That is not a backwards or upside down number. Silver Spoon has 9 inspiration. That is the most powerful character I have seen thus far in the game. That is incredibly strong. My goodness, and it's a common. That is amazing. Now, if you're interested in learning how to play the game, I have made a video on all of the rules to it. I will put a link to it in the description, as well as I should try and make something just pop up in the top corner here if I can manage that. That is super strong. Very excited for that one. Here we go. There's... That one looks like a woodland scene, but that inspires Fluttershy. Based on what it's saying there, that's Fluttershy's name. Cool. Ooh, look at that. What a lovely silver rare of Opal. That's gorgeous. There's an event card for Applejack and Rarity at the Sleepover. Slumber Party. There's a lovely strong Rarity. And there is Spike. Awesome. What do we got here? There is another scene card. This one looks like a standard scene of Ponyville. That would probably inspire Pinkie Pie, I'm guessing, by the pink surrounds. Ooh. That is a sweet silver rare of Rarity, too. Wonder if that's the same... No, that was not what she was doing in the background. That's a cute artwork. She's even got, like, all the pins she's holding in her mouth. Working on her sewing machine. Oh, wait, is that... No. Sorry, I'm looking at the feed from my camera and trying to make sure it has the best angles. I just looked up, and my camera is not catching the fact that is a gold rare. Yep, Gia. It's a shiny gold rare. So this one is... and it's got a little signature in there. Oh, wow, that'd be like the artist's signature, I'd have to be guessing. Wow. That is wicked. Yeah, look at that. My camera is doing its best it can, but that is absolutely stunning when you have it in person. There's even glitter within the signature. I think it's just catching that in the camera. Wow. That is cool. Then we've got a Fluttershy, and there's another 9 inspiration Fluttershy, which is actually going to be stronger than Silver Spoon just on account of the fact that you can use your scene cards to inspire Fluttershy. So if you're playing those kinds of scene cards, so she could become even stronger. That is sweet. There's a nice low-cost Pinkie Pie. And another Fluttershy. It's the last card of the pack. Yeah, that's impressive. So I'll go from the back for this one. Oh, there's Diamond Tiara. There you go. She must work with Silver Spoon, I'd be imagining, from this set. Let's see. Ooh. Maybe. Maybe. We'll find out who they're referencing to. But they're both in their Quinceañera outfits. And kind of the opposite ends of the spectrum. Diamond Tiara is incredibly low cost, not super strong, but Silver Spoon, she is very powerful. Then we've got the great and powerful Trixie. Awesome. I love Trixie. She is so much fun as a character. Love her with Starlight Glimmer in the later seasons, their friendship. Wicked. Having Trixie is going to be so much fun. I wonder if they'll release enough that you can do a Trixie deck. That'd be cool. There's the horseshoe toss game that they were playing in the Four Weather Friends, Applejack and Rainbow Dash. That's an item card, actually. And then we've got... Yeah, this one is definitely a silver rare. Just double checking there. A silver rare Fluttershy. There's all these textures in the hair and on the seed. Having trouble catching it without getting the glare for you all. Wicked. Then we have got our scene card, which looks like a variant on Sweet Apple Acres. So I wonder, it looks like we're still getting a scene in every pack, or just about. Yeah, we should be getting a scene in every pack. Which is cool, but then it means that some of the pack scenes being the rares for the pack, they're going to be the really nice ones. Alright, we'll go from the front for this one this time. There's another Cloudsdale looking scene card. Oh, I got a colourful rare Rainbow Dash. Wow. Look at that one. That's even got, instead of having its collector number over there, it's got it over here with the first edition stamp and all of this stuff. CR number 11, that is probably the artist name, I've got to be guessing. Wow. Look at that foiling. It's like a shock foiling. That is really impressive. Then there's a Scootaloo. Another Rainbow Dash. Ooh. And there, we've got the fourth stage in the story where Fluttershy is trying to care for Philomena. Lovely. Well, that is awesome. That is very awesome. Wow. Alright. So, last pack for this side. So that's 10 packs of the box. Half of the box will be down after this. So we'll go from the front again for this one. And there's a Manhattan. Another one of those lovely Twilight Sparkles. Love all the little cute symbols hovering over her head. They're in like this stream of magic flowing from her book. She might be bringing the book's story to life. It's cool. There's another Twilight Sparkle. A 5 cost with 7 inspiration. Oh, and here's a story card. There's the Pinkie Pie's Surprise Birthday Party Stories Stage 1. And then there's the Stage 4 of the Suited for Success story, with all of them in their lovely gala outfits that Rarity had designed for them, getting to show off to Fancy Pants. That is really cool to have some new story cards to be able to play through. So I'm gonna just stack these up, make room for we'll pop the good ones over to the side to go back over at the end of the video. Those are awesome. I love this kind of foiling. The way that it ripples along it. It's like Magic the Gathering's Surge foil, which is an incredibly rare thing to get in Magic the Gathering. They do some like collector commander decks that have each of the cards with Surge foil. They cost an absolute fortune. But Caillou has on their silver rares a Surge foiling plus this textured foil. Like you can feel the stuff that's going on in there. Even this gold filigree is all popped up. And it's just amazing. They go above and beyond in making these cards so spectacular. So let's grab out the final 10. And we'll go from the back for this one. Ooh, here we go. Some story cards. There's the stage 2, where Pinkie Pie's sneaking around in disguise, trying to find out what her friends are doing with all of the excuses they were making. Now, the story cards are really cool as commons, because they've got that star foil, which you may be able to see I can pick up a little bit of, but they've also got the texture foil, as if they were an uncommon. So they're a really fun thing that'll be sitting on your field during the game, and so they look pretty good just the whole time. And there is Rarity in the Suited for Success episode, after she had debuted all of the outfits that her friends had asked her to make, and she made them exactly as they wanted, but they weren't quite her best work. And so she was figuring out how she would have to pack to go into exile. You pack warm. And then there's Scootaloo pulling along the Cutie Mark Crusaders. And we've got an Applejack. That's pretty... She must be at Sugar Cube Corner or something with the candy canes in the vase. That is so silly. It's cool. And then we've got our scene card, a Manhattan. So this one looks like what it was saying on the back, where you get the packs with the Emerald Rare, 2 uncommons and 2 commons. So that is exactly what it was advertising, but the uncommon slots can be varied, as it had said during that. Here we go. From the front for this one. Here is a Canterlot Castle Spire where Twilight stays. I don't actually know what the names translate to yet. I'm going into this booster box blind. I don't know what comes in it, except for the fact that it has awesome ponies. So that's what we're checking out for, and I'm enjoying it along with you as we go. There is Spike as an uncommon. There's Sweetie Belle, dusting off the bench with her tail. There's Twilight Sparkle. I love that windswept look to the artwork of that one. That's nice. Oh, and so this is the Twilight Sparkle with the 9 harmony. Oh, with the 9 inspiration. 7 harmony costs, 9 inspiration. Super strong Twilight. I wonder if all of the characters are going to get a 9 inspiration. That'd be cool. There's a solid, powerful rarity. There we are, back at the start of the pack. So that was another, the 2 uncommons, the 2 commons, and the Emerald Rare. It's interesting. Here we go. And there is one of Fluttershy's cards with all the little animal burrows. Actually, I've just spotted those there. There is a rarity. A Pinkie Pie. There's the stage 3 from the Griffin the Brush-Off story with Gilda. And the stage 1 of Fluttershy looking to care for Philomena. So it looks like the other side of the box thus far has had all of the awesome hits. These ones have been some pretty tame boosters, but we'll see if that changes with this. There's a Ponyville for Pinkie Pie. There we go. We got a silver rare. A Winona. It's a 9 inspiration Winona. It's a very powerful Winona. Her effect is referencing to Applejack. I wonder if each of these characters need you, the nine ones that are the rare ones with the effects, may need you to have a certain character out to not get an inspiration penalty. That's a guess. I'll have to check that. And then we have Spike, getting ready to bake. A rarity. I think that's the scene where she was looking up to the tree because the diamond dogs were up there and she was tracking the gems in their pocket. And a Gilda. Alright, so how many we've got? 7 packs to go. 7's my favourite number, so that's lucky. That'll be cool. We will see what we get in these last 7. I'll go from the back for this one. There we go, we've got a story card. That's the stage 2 of the Griffin the Brush-Off. Well, that's got some cool textures. Look at that, it's like the roof has all those hexagons. And we've got the star foils. It's actually a pretty sweet image too. Everyone's looking quite nice there. Then we go on to, there's another of the Silver Spoon. She's a common, so I wouldn't be too surprised at getting a fair amount of duplicates. Actually, we could check how many commons were there. There was 48 different commons, and you get 2 commons per pack. Here we go. There is a Sapphire Rare, and that one's an event card. That would be Twilight Sparkle, hoping that Nightmare Moon doesn't return like the prophecy says. I'd be guessing off that artwork. And then we've got an Applejack. And the front card is a Sweet Apple Acres. Right, from the front, we go a Cloudsdale and a, let's see if we can read that, a Silver Rare. Yep, definitely a Silver Rare. And that is of Angel Bunny, whipping up an incredibly exotic and fruity looking salad there. Really cool. There's a Twilight Sparkle, a Spike, a Mare. Ooh, nice. And that is that pack. Alright. So I think front for this one. What do we got? Ooh. That is a shiny Sapphire Rare. What a gorgeous Sapphire Rare that is. So this one is one of the event cards. That'd be Spike sending off a letter. Look at that. So the shinies give you a lovely full art, even in a rarity that tends not to have it. The rippling textures on his spines as well. That is really cool. So that's what your shinies of the Sapphire Rares look like. That is a top pull. Then we've got Manhattan. There's Apple Bloom, washing her hooves. Probably from all the sap from the bungee jumping, I think that was from. There's a Big Mac. And a Sweetie Belle. And we go a Canterlot, a Rainbow Dash, Twilight giving her a speech, where they were going to be giving Applejack the, it was a Good Samaritan kind of award. There's a Rainbow Dash. And there's a stage 2 of Fluttershy caring for Philomena. Go. Ooh, I saw something poke through. What did I see? I saw a ruby rare. Wow. A ruby rare Applejack. There you go. So this is your main character card. Wicked. It's all glittery. There's the rays of sun bursting through the trees. She'd be bucking for apples. All the different textures. This has got it all going on. There's a cutie mark down at the bottom there. As far as I'm aware, Ruby Rare is one of the higher rarities. I don't know if it's the highest in this. But it's definitely one of the harder ones to get. So seeing a Ruby Rare is very cool. Top pull. There's another Fluttershy Woodland Scene card. There's a Pinkie Pie event there. Those wicked oversized glasses. She's got stuff all over her too. That's an interesting one. Then there's Apple Bloom. And there's the stage 3 of the Ticketmaster, where Twilight decides to give back the tickets because she didn't have enough to share with her friends. That was an awesome pull from the pack. Look at all that glitteriness. I love the glitter effects that they do. And there's all the texture in her mane, and all the plants around, the apples, even the apple cart there. The golden edging to it. That's a very nice main character to be able to play. Oh, and she's wearing her Element of Harmony. Yep. I only kind of noticed that when I flicked to the back. I was just lost in all the foiling. Wow. Right, last two. What will we get? Ooh, a gold rare of Rainbow Dash. That's a very nice art style to it as well. It's like the really good comic book frames. Like, I love the comic books. Some of the frames get a little more care than others because your artists are trying to get it all done in good time. But when they give good care and attention, it looks lovely, and this looks lovely. That is such a sweet scene. Wow, there you go. So there's a gold rare. So we've definitely had, there's been good hits in both sides of the box, for sure. Awesome. There's the scene card for Pinkie Pie. There's an item card, which is probably going to be the pincushion that Opal's holding. Then we've got a Fluttershy. And the big group hug at the end of the Pinkie Pie surprise birthday party episode. So that's the stage 4 for that story. That is a sweet scene too. And here we have the last pack. So let's see if this one has any more exciting pulls to round out the video. I'll go from the back, leave the front till last. There's the third, there is the third stage of the Suited for Success episode storyline, where they're all apologizing to Rarity and they manage to finish her lovely dress with help from Fluttershy's knowledge of sewing. Then, Granny Smith. Haven't had a Granny Smith yet. At least not one that I've seen. Awesome. Then there's an Apple Bloom. Looking very excited there. And we've got... that is a colourful rare. There you go. Epic last pack for sure. Oh, that's not just a colourful rare. That's the colourful rare from the box art. Hang on, I'll close down the box so I can hold it up next to it. There we go. See that there? Whoop, when it focuses. There we go. There it is. You can actually get the cards that are on the box art. That is everything that I wanted to see. Being able to know that I could get all of these amazing cards. Sometimes different card games will put art on the box just to tease you, and it's like, why did you not put that on a card? They put it on a card. They put it on a lovely card. Look, there's Applejack with the pick that she's got there. So there's going to be like this full story going on within the art of them all going out and exploring. She's discovered some gems. Again, the lovely, colourful, rare foiling style that they do. Wow. And the last card of the pack was a Sweet Apple Acres. So that is one full box of the My Little Pony card game boosters. Here are our best hits with a Ruby Rare Applejack, a colourful rare Rarity, and a colourful rare Rainbow Dash. We've got a gold rare Rainbow Dash. There's a shiny Sapphire rare of Spike sending a letter. This one was a gold rare Rarity. A shiny Golden Oak Library scene card. And this one was the shiny gold rare of Rarity. What amazing cards. I am so happy. I am so happy with that. And not only those, but all of the rest of the cards that we pulled. Getting some new characters like Trixie and Diamond Tiara, getting new stories to be able to play through as well. That is so cool. I am stoked. Super stoked with what we got here. I hope that you are all just as excited for this new release as I have been and am continuing to be, seeing what we're getting in there. The cards are gorgeous. the game is great fun. As I said, I made a video on how to play the game that you can check out. I will leave a link to that, as well as I have other unboxing videos for all of the starter decks for the card game, if you want to look into what comes in some of the decks that you can get at the moment. And if you're interested in watching any more unboxing videos, I happen to have some more booster packs that I'll be cracking into later. So excited for that. And to me, it looks like you could actually build a deck really easily out of what you get in the boosters, which is very cool and actually made a lot easier in this game by the fact that the resource, the harmony that you generate from your cards, doesn't only work with specific characters. The cards only inspire specific characters to give them a buff when they're interacting, but you can play any cards that you want. So as long as you get all 4 stages of a story card, of a set of a specific story card, so all of the story cards have to have that start part be the same, you make the full set of the story, and you get a main character card, and the rest of what you've got doesn't matter as much. You just need 15 scene cards and 50 main deck cards, which you get easy from just one box. So as long as you can manage your full sets, that and the main character, you're set. So that is really cool to see what you're getting in there. I hope you've enjoyed. Leave a like if you did, and I can't wait to see you all in the next one. Have a wonderful rest of your day.